Hello, I'm Michael Diamond, and you're watching Muscle Central. Okay, now that we have new Mr. Olympia, Mamdou Elsbey, aka Big Ramy, people are starting to ask the question with this 2020 version of Big Ramy have beaten Ronnie Coleman in his prime. Now, the biggest and arguably the best version of Ronnie Coleman would be the 2003 Mr. Olympia. Now, it said that Ramy weighed in at 290 pounds. Ronnie was reported to weigh in at 2003 at 292, which would be actually a little bit bigger than Ramy, a little heavier. But others say he was more like in the mid 280s. Even 285, from 285 to 290 is not that much of a difference. So right off the bat, the 2020 version of Big Ramy would not have outmuscled or overpowered the 2003 version of Ronnie Coleman. Now, let's get this over with right off the bat. It's hard to compare two different eras. I mean, you have to see them on stage next to each other, but we're going to try our best here. Now, when you turn them around from the back, Ramy made a lot of improvements over the years with his back. He has a good back. He's wide. His back lat spread. His back lat spread. He's as wide as the side of a barn. He has good detail in his back double biceps, but he also has high lat insertions, and he's definitely made improvements in the lower half. He brought in striated glutes. You can see the detail in his hamstrings. But Ronnie Coleman, arguably the best back ever in bodybuilding. The width, the thickness, the density. Ronnie Coleman had very low lat insertions. They seem to run down to his waist, which really really adds to the effect of his back, makes his back look even that more impressive. And Ronnie Coleman, in the lower half, is just sliced and diced. I don't care how good Ramy looked in this Olympia, from the back, prime Ronnie Coleman, Ramy cannot touch him. Ronnie Coleman takes the back shots hands down. You turn around to the front, there's a number of shots that could definitely be a toss-up. But I think ultimately Ronnie Coleman's muscle maturity, better separation would be a deciding factor in those shots. Now, the side chest, for example, Ramy's side chest was extremely impressive, top to bottom. The upper body, the width of the shoulders, the chest, the thickness, the arm development, and the side view of his legs, the separation between the quads and the hamstrings, the way the hamstrings hang. But you know what? You can say the same thing about Ronnie Coleman. Even shots that they're like I said, the back shots you got to get to Ronnie all day, and from the front and side, some of these shots are going to be a toss up, will be close, but ultimately, Ronnie Coleman's conditioning, for one, I think, his conditioning in 2003, I think, surpassed Ramy's conditioning in 2020. Not saying that he didn't bring great conditioning, he did. But Coleman's conditioning, in my opinion, surpassed it. The muscle maturity, the separation, and like I said, the fact that he is by no means gonna overpower and outmuscle Ronnie Coleman. My personal opinion, 2003 Olympia version Ronnie Coleman will beat 2020 Olympia version of Big Ramy. Now, you might question my ability to make that judgment, but let's go to someone who would definitely know better than me. Somebody that's worked with the 2020 version of Big Ramy and worked with the 2003 version of Ronnie Coleman. When Chad Nichols was asked, would this Ramy have beaten the best version of Ronnie Coleman without skipping a beat, Chad Nichols' reply was no. Now, we don't know what's going to happen down the line. We might be making this comparison again in a couple of more years. As big as Ramy was on stage this year, his frame, he can hold more muscle without blowing his waist out. How much more, I don't know. There are some improvements that can be made. And as good a conditioning as he brought, he could be conditioned better. So, as of now, my opinion stands that the 2003 version of Ronnie Coleman would have beaten the 2020 version of Big Ramy, but like I just said a moment ago, Ramy makes some improvements. We might be making this comparison again in a couple of more years, and who knows, I might have a different opinion on it then. Okay, if you agree or disagree with what I've said in this video, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.